listeners, and welcome back to Just Short of Fantastic. Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025. What a time to be alive. As many longtime viewers will know, January is when I summarize the SMART goal of the previous year and then provide a new SMART, or in last year's case, not SMART goal for the year ahead. Well, this year is a little bit different. Actually, I'm going to be making an announcement probably March or April about a little bit of a shakeup here at Just Short of Fantastic that I'm hoping to get off the ground this year, but fingers crossed, wait for updates, we'll see. I am going to go over a few quick highlights of shows and movies I watched on Netflix in the second half of 2024. As the first half, I did a check-in at the 6-month mark. So I am still going to do a quick summary of my not SMART goal for 2024. But going forward, it's going to be a bit different. I am not doing a SMART or not SMART goal for 2025 because I've been doing these SMART goals for quite some time now. I believe at least from 2020, if not the year before. And I think it's time to give myself like a full year off from that. But I do have an idea for a somewhat big project that is near and dear to my heart, and that is going to be the announcement I'll be making in March or April. So stay tuned for that. But going back into the not SMART goal of last year, it was to watch as many things as possible on my Netflix to watch list. So I had a notebook, I wrote down everything that was on my to watch list, and I spent the year going through it. I was really proud of myself at my 6-month check-in. I had gone through quite a lot of my list, and I had found a lot of really great like queer joy highlights. This time around, it's not specifically queer, it's just some joyful highlights because, as you may also know, in June of 2024, that is when I discovered Playful Fox Productions. June is actually when I went to do my Treasure Island recording. I met Rob Kerwin and he recommended me for Rocky Horror, and so I was in Rocky Horror, and that was my fall, and then I was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and that was like my Christmas, and then from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory I got cast in Murder on the Orient Express, which is coming up at the end of January and February, and I've auditioned for Shrek, and I got cast in Shrek, but I'm not allowed to announce who I am yet. And I'm also going to be involved in another production, and this year looks like there's going to be a whole bunch of other shows that I really would like to be involved in. So long story short, too late, I found a theater family, and that took over my life. But also it means I didn't get to watch that many more things from Netflix in the second half of 2024, which is great because it was a not SMART goal, so I didn't feel bad about not hitting a certain number. But anyway, so very quickly, I do want to give a rundown of some of the things that I really did enjoy from the second half of my watch of Netflix in 2024. I reviewed my notes from my 6-month, and I am going to go in a backwards order. So I'm starting with a comedy special. On New Year's Eve 2024, I decided it was my last chance to make a Hail Mary and watch one more thing on my Netflix to watch list. So I selected Bert Kreischer's Razzle Dazzle because it had been on my list for a while, and am I really glad that I chose that because it was perfect for New Year's Eve, and I laughed harder than I have laughed in a really long time. So that was a perfect way to end 2024. Next up is the animation category, and I watched Hilda for the September-October time because it gave off like really cozy autumn vibes, and oh my goodness, this show is so well done. Like, all the characters are really, really great. The storylines are really like modern, but also have like a cozy, like classic feel to them. I really love the animation. It's so adorable and it's really heartfelt, and I highly recommend it to anyone. I think it's like a British Canadian joint production. I did absolutely no research, but I think that's what it is. Moving into drama, specifically movies, I watched Space Sweepers, which is a Korean science fiction action movie, and it's about found family, and it has an international cast, and it is just really, really great, really interesting, great characters. Highly recommend. Loved hearing that Korean language after so long. Really great. And then another movie I watched, which was also international, it was a Vietnamese martial arts action, like revenge movie. It's called Furies, and it's about 3 women who come together to get vengeance on the men who have like ruined their lives and are ruining the lives of young women all over Vietnam. And I thought that it was really phenomenal in the vengeance genre, which I don't watch a lot of, but I thought the unique combination of factors really spoke to me. So I found it phenomenal. Yes, absolutely highly recommend, but there are a lot of disturbing images and it is quite violent, so be wary of that. Moving into drama series, I absolutely loved the 3-episode miniseries Dracula. It's, again, a joint venture with, I believe, the BBC and another studio. I'm sorry, I didn't do research, but it's a 3-episode miniseries. It's about Dracula, like the actual Count Dracula, and moves into the modern day. It has a superb cast and great vibes for the spooky season. So I watched it in October, but obviously you can watch it whenever you want because it's your life. But highly recommend, although there are many disturbing death-related images. But if you're a Dracula fan, you know what you're getting into. Another series that I really enjoyed that wasn't a drama but more of a comedy was Girls 5 Eva, and I'm really hoping that there's a new season coming out because it doesn't feel like it's finished. It's about 4 middle-aged women who decide to reunite their pop group, and they have to navigate their past traumas with their current adult relationships with each other and with other people in their lives, and like the people in the industry that they have worked with and have to work with again as middle-aged adult women. And it is just, it's hilarious, but it's also really poignant about that culture and sort of what it is to be a middle-aged female in the entertainment industry. And it also has a lot of queer representation in it, which was really great. And I highly recommend, if you haven't already checked out, Girls 5 Eva. And that's it. That is my second half of 2024 Netflix to watch roundup. I didn't watch as much as I had hoped that I would, but c'est la vie. I found a theater family. I was in a bunch of really great shows, and I met some really awesome new people. I have a lot of new friends, and there's great things coming up this year, so I'm not mad about it. That is all I have for you today. Here's to a great year ahead. Until next time, stay just short of fantastic.